Wow, his feet are covered in bindies.
I got 3.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
It's the only way you know how to do marshmallows.
And he's got Spider-Man and he's got Spider-Man fingers.
Good morning from beautiful Yanda Campground. We are now on the Darling River Run. This is going to be the last episode of our mini road trip series. So we came into Burke yesterday, got into camp just before sunset. It's not too far out of Burke, and you'll see the disaster. I'll put the clip in now of what we arrived to.
I can't see enough.
What has occurred, Jimmy?
A minor beer explosion.
So the first victim of the Darling River Run, we've done some gravel roads. There's little sections of bitumen as well. It's a bit corrugated, but you know, we didn't have far to go for our first stretch.
Didn't put too much thought into it.
No. And we get here and he's like, what do you reckon that is? Does it feel oily? Does it smell like anything? And I'm like, I think it's just like water. And I'm like, but we didn't drive through any water. So, and we're like just obviously worried about oil leaks and stuff. And then we opened the back door and we discovered that it is Carlton Dry.
When you go and buy a fresh slab, it's $62.
Fresh slab, $62, and 12 of them on the track.
And then 12 self-detonate.
We've had to pull the fridge out. It's all like through the back of...
All along the bottom,
yeah,
all underneath the drawer
literally must have been pouring out the back door. Oh my God. It's just always something. We're going to have to drink the rest of these beers tonight because I'm not taking them with us. I don't even love the fact that now we've got heaps of glass bottles rolling around in our bin bag.
Every mob should sell cans.
Yeah, what's with the bottle shop not carrying cans?
I know it's called a bottle shop.
Yeah,
but
cans are superior.
Cans are superior. Might not taste as good coming out of a can, but they're definitely safer to travel with.
Yeah. So that's us now, cleaning. But after that, it's been a really nice spot for the night. We had a campfire and marshmallows. There was a really good barbecue facility here, so we cooked on that just to save on the washing up. And there's little water tanks dotted around as well, but not for drinking water, just for like washing up or what have you. The river is down there. It's a bit of a walk, but you can just see it from the campground. And yeah, our run has started in Burke and we'll finish up hopefully, fingers crossed, at Mungo National Park and then into Mildura, and from there it will be home for us. So hopefully this is a good one and there's no more mishaps. Jimmy's let a bit of air out of the tyres. We're just about to pack up and continue on the way.
Not much more to add to that.
Okay, we are packed up, ready to hit the road again. We've just left our campsite, which is down there. We drove past this bay, which had some swags and utes in it last night. They came in late and they've left their fire going. So,
Right, this is still proper going.
yeah, so Jimmy's just gonna put it out. And like,
But there's a water source here.
yeah, I know,
Go get some buckets of water.
it's pretty bad.
number one for the day. We've been here for about 45 minutes or so far. Kids have used the toilets, had a play in the playground. We are now just about to step into the old Tilpa hotel. They got fuel here. There's an unleaded Bowser. Looks like there's a couple of diesel Bowsers. We might go and grab ourselves a refreshing beverage. And maybe a bowl of chips or something if they got some. Oh, parkour, mate. Should be nice.
Well, I feel like we're a bit of a gypsy camp. We're finally trying to air out, dry out some of our washing that we did back in Byram Heads that's been essentially damp since then because we've had one night of rain, and then the laundromat, like in Kellingworth, didn't work. And then every other town we've been to either hasn't had a laundromat or it's been out of hours. So, yeah. Washing is out. This is a bit of a unofficial, not a stealth camp, but it didn't have any reviews or anything like that on Wiki Camps, just a pin, and it just said that it's like an unofficial waterfront camp. There's like a power pole here and other like irrigation equipment, so, and it's just off the road. So we've just pulled in because for us, like, we stopped at Tilpa pub, and then the next camp was either this one or the national park, and I tried booking and it said it was unavailable, that it was full. I did consider just pushing on and going there anyway, because last night we stayed in a park site that I paid for, and it was saying that it was booked out, and I booked the last site, but it was also completely empty. Except for those people that came in sort of after dark and then left early and left their fire going. Yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me if we went up a little bit further to the national park and there'd be space, but how do I pay for it and book it if it's blocked out online? So we're here instead. I guess if somebody comes along and says that we can't camp here, then we'll just push on to Wilcannia. But yeah, I'm pretty set in with my laundry, so hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll obviously leave no trace. Other people have been here and had multiple fires before, and we will obviously make sure that we take everything out that we brought with us, and hopefully even leave it a little bit tidier than what we found it. So this is us for the night. What do you think?
It's a beautiful spot.
There's lots of prickles though.
There are a few prickles.
So the kids have got gumboots on now, and also the bank. If you have kids, young kids, I don't know, this is probably not the safest option. Like, the bank is so steep and it's just a straight drop down to the water. So we've told ours that this tree here is basically like the cutoff, that they can't venture any further than that. Stay behind the trees. But yeah, it is a cracking spot, and the sun's going to go down like right there.
Yep, right behind those trees.
Yeah. Perfect. We just watched this big rood jump in and swim across the Darling. Really good swimmer.
Lake Pamamaroo. Sweet.
That's it. This is camp for a couple of nights, maybe.
Maybe. We might move on. But this is Lake Pamamaroo.
Free camp.
Yep. Might move here. We've got 2 days before
Mungo.
we go across to Mungo. So we'll sit here for the night. We expect a bit of rain tomorrow.
If it rains, I'm a bit unsure about staying.
Well, see what happens.
Yeah.
But there's heaps of spots around here.
If you keep travelling right around the lake, there's lots of like hidden little spots. There probably was a more aesthetically pleasing one than this one. But it's level.
Yep.
Be a nice place to sit and have a fire and
relax,
take in the sunset. We have got beans and smitties on the go, and for the first time ever we are trying a chip fry. I parboiled some chopped up potatoes and we've got some oil going in the camp oven. We've got our little chippies frying. I've just dried this one off and I'm going to do a tester. It's probably going to be hot as. I've got good crunch.
Off a little bit.
That's a good chip. Pub feed tonight. Chips and parma. Some cider veg. It's a winner. I reckon you can pretty much take them off. Just
100 out of 10.
slow morning this morning. We're still here at the Menindee Lakes. It's absolutely still as anything and beautiful out there. But this is our first kind of rainy day, camp day. We plan to stay here for 2 nights just to kind of slow it down at the end of, coming towards the end of our trip. And yeah, it's raining. So we've had such good weather, like so still, dry, like just nice winter days really. Like the average temperature I think's been between sort of 18 and 22 degrees for most of our trip. This is a bit different for us and we kind of don't know what to do. Normally we would unhitch and go for a drive. Everybody else has basically cleared out, like this whole section here had vans in it last night, and there's just one way further down there, and then there's the same on the other side. And I was getting a little bit nervous about maybe would the roads get a bit chewed up getting out of here, but Jimmy doesn't seem worried. And the ground seems to be soaking it up pretty quickly. It's not heavy rain, it's just a constant drizzle. So like this little bit of the road here just into our campsite, it's not too bad, but I don't know, if it gets wetter, it's slippery stuff. So yeah, it's very quiet here today and we're just contemplating what to do. Do we actually stay here again, or do we just head into the town of Menindee? There are some more camps along the Darling River very close to town. Or do we just sort of wait it out and head off tomorrow to our booking at Mungo and hope that the roads and everything are okay? And maybe just have another fire if this drizzle dies off. But very, very peaceful campsite. I mean, I'm guessing this is the boating skiing area. The trees in the water, and there's this big open area. Amazing sunset spot. Quite similar to Rocklands, which we've stayed at a couple of times, and we have a video on Rocklands as well. It was our first YouTube video.
Easy come and easy easy go. You're an unfair.
Oh.
Got a ball.
My turn. Wait, my turn. My horse is crying. Hey, Mommy.
Oh.
Mommy, my turn.
Okay, you go.
This little girl is dirty.
We went for a walk, didn't we? Went for a walk because the rain's finally stopped.
Yeah.
Found some paddy melons, got some cans.
And we're playing bowling! Mommy, Evan.
Tiny bit of sunset tonight. The clouds finally broke. Huh? And the disco lights. Goodbye. Yeah, the disco lights. So, second time this trip Jimmy's called Triple O.
I'm not a snitch, I swear.
The lady just down at the next camp had a fall, which is not really surprising because I nearly slipped over like 100 times on that sloshy clay, and she was walking two little dogs and one of them kind of pulled her over and she hurt her ankle crack. So she scored herself a ride with the New South Wales, what do they call it, fire rescue service.
Yep.
Because the ambulance couldn't actually get down this track.
Well, down the road. Too sloshy,
Yeah.
too muddy.
So hopefully we don't have a problem towing out of here tomorrow. If that's the case.
Old mate who was just here doing the driving of that rescue vehicle said he was out here 3 times today, winching out jackknifed caravans and whatever else. So.
Yeah, apparently there was a van that and car that fell off the levee bank.
Around at the rear wall.
I hope we don't see them again, because we don't want to have to be rescued.
Please no.
But yeah, it is a kind of remote area, I suppose, and luckily Menindee has an ambulance and rescue service, so the wait wasn't as long as what we thought it was going to be. But yeah, hopefully that's the last of our Triple O phone calls for this trip.
Yep.
And we've got dinner on the go now, and yeah, we got a sneaky little peek of the sunset, but I know this place must really put on some stunners. We're just not going to get it with this cloud cover, and it still looks very grey and rainy over that side. Yeah. Any fish, Jimmy?
Yeah. Quite a reel.
Angus thought he'd help, and he's done an almighty tangle. And I also dropped the drone in the water. But that's why I bought a very entry-level drone. I downloaded all the footage off it quickly, and then I just turned it off, and hopefully it will dry out. It's already had one big crash that it survived, so I'm hoping because it's more simple, it's a little bit more robust. So we will see if there'll be any more drone footage going forward. Whoops. cannot begin to describe how that bit at the end was wild. Jimmy, he is such a good driver. I just don't even know what to say. Like, the van and the car were like almost fucking in line with each other at one point. And he just managed to keep it together.
No damage, which is good. Just a lot of mud.
So much mud. I don't really love doing that kind of driving, but oh, we could not have we could not have stayed in there another night. And now we understand why the ambulance last night got to that corner.
Well, they've got a sign there saying road closed,
and
so you can come out, but you can't go.
The road is closed now. But yeah, the ambulance was a troop carrier. It got to that corner and couldn't get through. They had to tell the fire rescue to come in. So
oh, he is everywhere.
Yeah, that was scary. But if we didn't have the van on, I think it would be a little bit fun. But also, like, it's not ideal because that road is now getting to the point where it's impassable until it completely dries out. There was a lot of vans that left yesterday morning, and that's the result of that. So yeah, anyway, on we go towards the town of Menindee and
to Mungo. What's that going to be like?
On to Mungo. I actually don't know. We potentially could get to Mungo and they might, the road could be closed. Yeah, depends what the
weather did there.
Yeah,
oh,
we'll just see what happens. Otherwise we're going to Mildura.
A pretty eventful morning so far, getting out of camp. It was pretty awesome.
Definitely drew the attention of the local copper and a few other caravanners when we pulled up
in town.
What happened to us?
Where we were camping, and should they go in? We've had up in town. We got a quick snack. We emptied toilets. We refilled water.
Checked road conditions for Mungo. Apparently, it's all open. There's no park alerts as per the Shire and the National Parks website. So
we're green.
Yeah.
We may have missed a ticket out there at Pamamaroo because they've got 3 days now of nothing but sun and 19 degrees or something like that. So we were a couple of days earlier, a couple of days later.
And I would highly recommend that, well, they won't know, but the rest of those little grey nomads that were dotted around the lake should probably stay in there until it really dries out. The van that was down from us, he was packing up.
Yeah.
We left before him, so I don't know. They were towing a Snowy River.
I think I saw him in town.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, when you were at the description.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, they had actually recovered a Triton and something else this morning from that intersection where things got a bit gnarly for us.
We managed to find the dash cam footage for that as well, and it won't do it any justice, but I'll put that in the video too.
Amy expressing joy and, I don't know, shock.
Relief. Yeah.
So 2.5 hours.
We're on the blacktop now.
Blacktop, we've aired up. We'll see how long that goes, and if we've got to air back down, we will.
We will. Just made it into Mungo National Park, probably about 5 minutes from the tourist centre turn off. So we came in on a dirt road. I think it's all dirt road, but we came in on not the main entrance. We had to stop and air down because the corrugations were just too hectic. We went from being able to crawl at about 20 kilometres an hour to getting back up to 60, 70. I just did the self-registration out. There's an envelope that you fill out out the front of the information centre, and you just put your money in it, or I think you can fill out your card details as well, and then put that in the collection box, and you take off the top and then display it in your car. It's a little bit, I don't know how much an annual pass is, but like we don't come to New South Wales national parks that often, but it's $8 a day, and so if you pay for your camping as well, which was around $25 I think, but then because we're coming in today and then leaving tomorrow, we need a vehicle pass for both days, so it ended up being $16 for the car pass as well. But so far this place looks really cool. We've seen some massive sand dunes like off in the distance. That was the old shearers' quarters, which is accommodation as well now, and then the wool shed, which we were just parked in front of, and like it looks like there's quite a few walks that you can do. I just grabbed a map from the information centre as well. I'll have a look at that. But we're going to head into the campground now. We've got our usual 4 o'clock arrival, get set up, and then go for a bit of a walk to one of the viewing platforms, which is close to the campground. There's also flushing toilets and hot showers at the visitor centre as well. So, oh, cute. There's like kangaroos along here that have got babies. It's that time of day that they're all out on the side of the road now, so we need to get off the road ASAP. Angus and I are puffed.
We just woke up for morning walk to see the sunrise.
We thought we were going to miss it, so we started running.
Quickly, so we started running, now we're walking, still making it. And here it is over here. And back out the caravan. We at the walkout. So.
Yeah. Hopefully we made it in time.
And the orange and yellow, so beautiful.
It really is.
I've never seen this mountain before. We are heading back to the campground.
Alright, just packed up to leave the main campground at Mungo, and then we'll go and see a couple of more of the sites around here before we head off. So there's lots of these bays dotted around the campground, suitable for tents, suitable for tents, camper trailers, vans. We had to sort of drive into this one in the gap between the posts because we can't unhitch, so we had to find a spot where we could leave the van hooked up. But there is like pretty large bays as well, like the one opposite us Jimmy thought was a car park, but I'm fairly sure that's just like one long bay. But you can like come into this open area as well if you're setting up tents and stuff. And most of the campsites have got their own fire pit, and then this one had a picnic table or shelter, and then a water tank as well. It's pretty empty, and it's not for drinking or anything like that. And yeah, like it's big space. We were right next to the walking track for the lookout as well, which was which was handy, so we didn't have to go too far with the kids. There's like a communal shelter in the middle as well with a bigger water tank and drop toilets. But yeah, it is a huge space. I can't imagine it ever being like packed to the brim. So we were still able to find an area that wasn't like super close to other campers, which is always nice. And then like backing out onto basically like the bush and that Mungo lookout. So I loved this campsite. It's really tidy. Jimmy says there are actually bins here as well, which is unusual for a parks campsite. But it was a beautiful night. The stars were amazing, and I would definitely recommend staying here. And we may even come back again another time, next time we're out Mildura way.
What's going on, you good looking unit? So, as Amy's probably already told you, we've packed up a camp. Lovely camp. Good sunset last night. Pretty sure she snuck in a nice little sunrise this morning. Good bit of stargazing last night by a fire, which was quite lovely. And now we have come down to the walls of China. And we're going to do a little walk to the lookout. Read some signs. Get some steps in. Let's go. There they are. Hurry up, you lot. I'm already winning. Well, that's Mungo National Park done.
Just hit the
black top. Thought we'd air back up. Brain's not working right today, obviously. Flicked the compressor on and I knew I have a dicky wire, so I fixed the dicky wire, flicked it back on, and I stopped working. I thought I'd done fuses, I'd done a few other things, so I just went to jump fuse and take fuse out, replace fuse. For some reason it wasn't working, and then I realised, well, maybe it's got air in the chamber already, you bellend.
Now the tyres are going up.
So now the tyres are going up and the compressor's humming away happily.
Love that. Easy fix.
It wasn't really a fix required though, was it? No.
Kids are digging in the dirt. Van's still filthy. That is the end.
Darling River Run episode.
Yeah, and potentially the end of this little mini-series. Yeah. We are going on to Mildura and then maybe have another stop on the way home.
But family in Mildy.
Yeah, we'll see what we get up to. Just quickly wanted to finish up this video by saying thank you so much to everybody who's watched the mini road trip series videos, and since we started these videos we've actually doubled our subscribers, which is still not like massive by any means. It's very humble, but it just shows that there was more people engaging with the videos and jumping on board to see what we were going to bring out each fortnight. I'd still like to keep making videos fortnightly going forward, but this is obviously the last episode of that mini series. We didn't really film anything after Mungo. We just spent a couple of days in Mildura with family and just kind of winding down slowly, making the last leg home. We had one more free camp just outside Stuart Mill before we arrived back into Ballarat, ready to start school and work on the Monday. So yeah, thanks so much for subscribing if you have. We still would love people to leave some comments, and look forward to continuing to make more videos if it's proving to be something that people want to watch. So yeah, thank you, and just wanted to finish up this video because we sort of cut it pretty short after we aired up at Mungo. So that's it, guys.